My name is Afanui and this is our story. From our mother's womb, I was challenged by her struggles. We hoped for a better world, but the world around my mother was not ready for us. I was born as the second child. Everything seemed to be normal but for the fact that I would be taken to the hospital with swollen limbs without support from my father. When I was 3, my little sister Joy was born with sickle cell as well. Life continued with challenges as we grew up. We were always at the hospital, but always had the wrong diagnosis. When I was 5 and my little sister 3, we were both diagnosed of sickle cell. Our lives were about to change from bad to worse. The hospital became more home than home. We were labeled as witches. Some called us children of evil and other kids would not play with us. As they kept mocking, our father drew further away from us. My elder sister Aso was now 8. One day she was left alone with our father. When we came back, we saw her sad. It was hard for her to say anything as my mother kept asking. My father had raped my own sister. She was shattered back and front and covered in blood. My mother said my sister had been sodomized. My mother had no strength and no one to fight for us. My father and his people ganged up, called us witches, and so we were sent away. He burned and destroyed everything about us from our pictures to our birth certificates. Away to nowhere and with no beautiful memories, we slept in the streets and unfinished buildings, with no lights, no blankets, and mosquitoes feeding on us. We begged and prayed to survive. In all this hunger and being homeless, our health condition pulled us to the hospital day in, day out with untold pain. My mother had a small job as teacher, and every little penny she got was spent in the hospital. She got into debts she may never be able to pay back. Then we met CAVP, Community Association for Vulnerable Persons. Ever since then, they have accompanied us in our sickle cell struggle. They will give us money for medicine, food supplies, accompany us to the hospital, and even visit and play with us. They have put a smile on our faces and we remain grateful. However, we still have a long way to go. Our elder sister still suffers from physical and mental consequences of rape by our father and no one to advocate for her. We still find ourselves in the hospital every time while our peers enjoy their time in school. Every day I feel pain because of my sickle cell conditions, but I feel even more pain when I see my mother and sister suffering. As a child, I just wish for a normal life. I want to be well and be able to go to school like my friends. Even as I tell my story, I am just staring at the walls of the hospital, wondering when I will be well and my family and I whole again. To all young people out there, I advise you to always test to know your genotypes and seek medical advice before marriage. We suffer now because our parents are sickle cell carriers. We suffer because of gender-based violence. We suffer because the world around us is not ready for our type. There are many out there like us and we all need help. Be wise, be safe.